Hey Internet friends, MagicBrad here, SynergyCafe, Synergy Collaborative. I'm on location at Starbucks, the big corporate coffee company. And I have another guest on the line today, and her name is Toni, and it's Toni Henderson, I believe. Toni, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
There
Hi.
you are. And you're in my state, is where you are. I live in Asheville, North Carolina, and you're in Raleigh right now?
I'm in Raleigh right now at a book signing.
Oh, you're not live though. You got to go there yet, right?
Yeah, we're outside setting up and everything, so
Okay,
we got a while a little bit.
get that writer's cramp, sign in
Oh
books.
yes.
So as I mentioned, I do these kind of fast. I do them real quick so people don't take too much time out of their lives so they can enjoy their lives, but they get to know, like, and trust in who we are. So the
Absolutely.
first question is, who is Toni? Are you married? You got kids? Who are you?
Yes, I am married to a playwright, Brian Mayers, and an actor. I have two teenage sons. I'm in a fun stage right now. One's getting ready to go to college, and the other one is getting ready to start high school. So I'm going into a whole nother chapter. I'm the only queen in the house, surrounded by men. I have a background in counseling, a background in education, a background in management, and been running my own business for a long time. And I think I'm a great friend, and I think that's probably it
So,
about
so
me
what
personally.
is it specifically that you do? I think you're an author. You got a book out. If you're doing a book signing,
Yeah.
it must be yours. You're not just signing somebody else's book, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the author of Wise Courtship. It's a before relationship and marriage guide. So if you're ready to get into a long-term relationship or marriage, either one, this guide would be perfect for people who are interested in that. And we've been very well received. I love the book because it gives me an opportunity to build relationships with other people.
Well, that's kind of cool to have a little guide like that. I think that's something that people should probably get in maybe grade school or high school.
Yeah, I think the sooner the better, actually.
So,
Absolutely.
where do you do your work? Do you primarily work out of your office, or do you write and do you do coffee shop stuff, or do you go to like a retreat and write, or where do you do your work?
A little bit of it all. I do the majority of my work at home. Got in the habit of doing that for a long time, doing a home office type thing. But once the book is done, or if I get really stuck, then I'll do a retreat type thing. But once the book is done, I get a chance to travel all over the country because I do like people. Although sometimes it seems like I'm a hermit when I write, but I do a lot of the writing at home.
That's good. You get locked up in your space and get the job done. And so you
Yes.
do you do like speaking engagements and things like that too?
Oh, yes, definitely. Lots of conferences, lots of workshops, seminars, that type of thing. And I do a tremendous amount of radio. Now I'm doing a lot of webcasts too as well. And those are always fun because I get a chance to meet people like you and do shows like this to speak to a lot of people.
So when do I always like to find out when people work? Do you like to get your stuff done in the morning or at night, or are you like one of these round the clock 24-hour people? When do you like to do your work?
I believe I'm more of a morning person. But since being a mother, you have to learn how to get it in when it fits in. So I will start off trying to do it in the morning, but of course, moms usually are chauffeurs and bootleg doctors and all of those good things. So sometimes I have to get it in when I can.
Okay, so here's my final question. This is my favorite question, and that is the big why. Why is it
Okay.
that you chose to do this, and specifically why relationships? And why aren't you like a polo player, a golf pro, or why aren't you like a Formula One race car driver? Why did you choose this?
It kind of found me. I think it chose me. I started off like anyone else. I'm going to go to college. I was going to be a teacher. I did become a teacher. I did the teaching counseling thing. I loved what I did. I was also having a concurrent career in performing, and I was doing that the whole time. And then I think after a series of people not being able to find jobs, and I just wasn't totally satisfied. I just felt like there was more. There's like a calling on all of our lives, I believe, and you just get this pulling that there's more. And I always had this book inside of me. And when I got to a period where there was nothing else for me to do, I was trying to find a job, couldn't find a job. I moved to another state, and I think that was a major part of it to try to settle down. I said, why don't I write the book? And when I wrote the book, everything came together, the teaching elements, the building relationships with other people, that counseling element, even the management element that I had, and even the performing element came together. So it found me. I had the skills all along, and it found me, and it's a perfect fit.
And was this something that was kind of picking at you, and you didn't? There's a book inside you, and you just
Yeah,
never did it, and finally you moved, and very
yeah.
cool.
And
So
everything I did before just came together, and I love it.
I want to get into some of your upcoming programs and book signings, or
Sure.
any tours or anything you got coming up. But first, I wanted to kind of ask, in relationship, I'm assuming this is like human relationship, spouse,
Yes.
significant other kind of thing. But do you ever like weave this into like relationship with yourself, or relationship with your business, or relationship with like
Absolutely.
other people or even objects?
You are so right on. Yes, absolutely, I do. Because relationships are everywhere. I mean, you can't get away from relationships. And so I have a master's, an MBA in management and leadership. So certainly we talk about business relationships as well. I did that for a long time, and so although it's fun talking about the romantic relationships, we talk about friendships as well. When I go into the business sector, I talk about business relationships. And most recently, a big domestic violence following that I've received. Now I'm starting to stretch out into talking about having a great relationship with yourself as well, so that you can branch out and have these wonderful relationships with other people.
How about in relationships with like inanimate objects, like a relationship with your company or your business, not the people in your business, but maybe the business itself, or a relationship with like a computer. I used to be PC and now I'm Mac. And did you ever
Yeah.
talk about that kind of thing?
Well, when I was doing business talks, I did as far as relationships with your business and being open for change and how to handle change. And certainly, I think the running theme of any relationship is to be able to bend with the terms. Whatever life is throwing at you, you have to be open to find out what direction you should be going in, because we change all the time. So if we're changing, and you're in relationship with me, you have to kind of sense that change and be able to flow with that change as you change as well.
And in today's world with this automation and stuff, a business can actually have a sort of life of its own, almost like the Matrix,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
machine kind of thing. And you got to realize that things aren't working. How come? And you find out that there's a autoresponder that's not functioning or something. So instead of
Yes.
getting angry, maybe find out what the situation is with the company or the business or the system.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're
Okay.
so insightful.
Well, in Synergy Cafe, we deal with 5 different areas of career, finance, relationship, spirituality, and wellness. And
That's
all
right.
these things kind of blend in. And career might be having a job, or it might be
Yes.
being self employed, or it might just be your career is not having a job. It's
Yeah.
being more of a
Absolutely.
freedompreneur. And
Absolutely.
finance comes in a lot of different areas, whether it's saving, and then relationship, it's relationship with your God and spirituality, or relationship with your spouse, or
Yes.
relationship with your business, or
Yes.
relationship with your health. So everything kind of weaves in together,
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
and I think
I
that's important
100% agree.
to be
It is
balanced. That's why
important.
I asked you about relationship with other things, because it's more than just the other person that you spend your life with. I mean, like with you being married, you're trying to have a nice romantic evening, and then the kids come rushing in. You got to have a relationship
Yes.
with the kids too, and
Absolutely.
vice versa.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that goes right back to what you were saying about the writing time. I had to learn, how to balance all of that and not get angry with myself if I couldn't just do it in the morning. How do I do it in the morning, or how do I fit it in some other times? And I had to learn it, maybe let my husband drive and I write. And then at other times too, after I finish spending time with the kids while they're doing something else, I could sit down and I could write. So it is all about learning how to have relationships with everything and everyone.
Or if the kids come barging in, you can write about them
Yeah, oh yeah.
or hand them a pen.
If that's the case, that's going to be a sequel.
So you want to share a little bit of anything that you got coming up, any projects or any new books or anything? You got a book signing coming up right after this, right?
Yes, I have a book signing right after this in Raleigh. But if you're going to miss that, you can see me in New Jersey. I'm going to be there in the first weekend in June. I'm going to be in Orange, New Jersey. You can visit my website, which would be a wonderful resource because I've got a couple of conferences coming up. I've got a couple of book signings, radio shows going on all the time. So you want to visit www.wisecourtship.com. That's WISECOURTSHIP.com. And if you go to the event page, it'll have everything there that I'm doing and what I'm about. But of course, you can visit me on social media. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Ustream, Livestream. If there's an upstream, I'm on that too. I'm just on about every media. So I think Instagram too as well, YouTube. So you can just look up Wise Courtship and there I'll be.
Instagram has gotten very popular. It's sort of a
It
blend between
has.
YouTube and Pinterest, and people are just
Yeah.
doing little selfies, and it's gotten very popular with this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time. If you want to stay on, we'll chat a little bit after, but I'm going to sign this one off, and I want to thank everybody
Okay.
for watching. Peace, love, and happiness for joining us on Synergy Cafe and the Synergy Collaborative. And thank you very much, Toni.
Thank you.